What's the biggest obstacle right now that you're facing in your career?
Getting something like Last Call that we've made and we believe in. We've had good, small critical response. A couple festival audiences that have been raving about it and on social media telling everyone to watch it. Just how to get that in front of people, because everybody's trying to get their work in front of people. So what do you do to stand out? How do you use a manager and an agent to the full potential of like making sure that people are gonna, when they get 100 emails a day saying, watch the screener, what can you do to make yours stand out? And I think that's the biggest thing, because there are always going to be powers above that have to greenlight things or open up the financial purse so that you get to make your next project. And I've always sort of struggled with that, where I've had a lot of people say to me, you should be much further in your career than you are, and man, we can't believe that you're still struggling, but you've got all these great ideas. And that's just the reality of it. You have to wake up every day and want to do this and know that it's also a lottery. There's a lot of great singer-songwriters that I know that I think are far more talented than half the artists I listen to on the radio. People don't know who they are. And part of this industry really is luck and timing. And you can make your own luck to a degree, but you have no control over the destiny of timing of when things will align for you. So that's the biggest challenge, has been just how to get the work out there. But the great remedy to that is to just keep making work. And what's the phrase? To be so great they can't ignore you. Just keep making content, keep chipping away at that career, and hopefully the larger opportunities present themselves.
Would you really say the perception is that you're struggling because you have such a large body of work and it's excellent?
In order to do that, it's come at the sacrifice of like having a much more lucrative day job or having the financial stability. And moving from Canada to America comes with a lot of like financial strain and things that are not easy. Working between the two countries adds a lot of like time away in terms of like relationships and family. And I definitely wouldn't say it's also what they classify as like first world problems. There's a lot greater stripes in the world that people struggle with. But it's just not letting the mindset of defeat. It's like getting to go for your Super Bowl winning game and ring like 17 times in a row but never winning. Somewhere in you've got a question to say, am I a good enough athlete, and am I surrounding myself with the best athletes I can in order to do this? And you can't ever let that trick you and say no. You have to say, no, we're the right team, we're the right athletes, it's just not our game yet. It just means that it doesn't matter how good we are, there was somebody a little bit better than us. You've seen that in the history of, the Oscars are an easy example for filmmakers. You see people that how many times did Roger Deakins lose Best Cinematography, even though he's considered one of the greatest of all time? But if you look year to year and are honest and say, I can't believe he didn't win for this movie, and then you go, oh, that's the film that won. That film was amazing. There's always something. So it doesn't matter how great you are. How do you edge out or get past? It's one of the most competitive industries in the world. So you have to know that you're searching for a very, very rare prize at the end of it.
Are you competitive, or you just want to make great, tell great stories?
I have both in me. I have bouts of being competitive and trying to, I'm very good to energize myself and be strategic to get myself, and I'm definitely not afraid to get in front of people and use whatever, connections or favors that I can possibly ask to make that happen. But at the same time, I also just want to make great stuff. I think that's probably part of the struggle is I'm not selling out. It's not the right term, but I'm not as willing to sort of monetize. I'd probably make an excellent mentor or like script writing coach or something to people that I could actually charge money for. But I do have the, and not to I don't have an ascot on that I can wave and put my sunglasses on. I'm not trying to be artsy fartsy, but the artist part of me just wants to make and create things, and that's more important than figuring out how to monetize it.